Good morning, students. Today, welcome to our English compulsory class. Welcome back here. Today, I want to tell you something about the speciality of the day, which is 9th of August. This day is observed as Nagasaki Day. 75 years ago, the United States dropped an atomic bomb, which was known as Fat Man, on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It is estimated that thousands of people were killed because of this thing. When it happened, the temperature of the ground increased 4000 Celsius degrees and the radiation rain poured down. Most of the physicians and nurses lost their lives and many were injured. The people who became victim of it, most of them died without getting care to ease from their sufferings. Children, if we see its long time effect, generations have suffered it. The survivors of it had suffered so many diseases like thyroid, lung, breast cancers, more than normal rate. Pregnant women suffered miscarriages and lost their infants. Children, one thing more. Children who were experienced the radiation, they suffered from impaired growth and intellectual disabilities. So children, let's pray or let's pledge to be the nuclear disarmament and to have the peacefulness throughout the world. Thank you so much, students. Now students, we are beginning our class in English compulsory. I hope you have followed my video, which was in session 1, in which I taught you the 4 skills to learn any new language. It will be very fruitful for you students. But as the time demands, today we are beginning our academic work. And what I feel, before beginning any subject, one thing should be clear in our mind. That what is the paper pattern of a particular subject. If I talk about this subject, compulsory English, this subject is divided into 4 parts. What are those 4 parts? Have a look here. Reading, writing, grammar and textual question answer. If we see the weightage of marks in different parts, what is it? Reading part carries 10 marks. Writing, grammar and textual question answer. All these parts carry equal 30 marks. So total 100. So students, one by one part we will complete. Okay. First part is the reading one. In reading part, we will give you some unseen passages to be solved to testify your reading skills. You have to do the same thing. After reading the passage, you have to find the answers of the related question. Writing part we will do later. Today we are beginning new topic in the grammar part, which is tense. Students, this topic tense, you have been learning it since you are in 1st or 2nd class. So many of the students have a clear concept about it, but we may revise it again, and most of the students they are not much known to this topic. Here we have the tense chart students. सबसे पहले तो आपको ये मालूम होना चाहिए that how to read it, right? Some students will read it in vertical way, some will read it in horizontal way. One thing I would like to suggest to you that if you are reading it, if you are understanding it, आप इसको vertical way में पढ़ें, ठीक है? And if you are memorizing it, you have to read it in horizontal. How is it? I am telling you. Here is the present tense, past tense and future tense, right? In present tense, if we see simple present tense, it is called the indefinite also. We use subject, first form of the verb, fifth form of the verb plus object. Now see that what are the different forms of verb? There are 5 forms, students. First form of the verb, second, third, fourth and fifth. If you talk about a verb sing, what will be the first form of this verb? This will be the base form, sing. Second form, sang, then sung. Fifth form will be singing. We will add ing with the base form of the verb. जो base word होता है, जो verb होता है, उसमें हम क्या add करेंगे? ing. And sings, when we use s or es with the base form of the verb, it is fifth form of the verb. तो ये जो fifth form of the verb है, ये हम कहाँ use में लेते हैं? Simple present tense में. Whenever the subject is in third person singular, we use with verb s or is, right? Then come in present continuous tense. Subject is or am or are plus fourth form of the verb. Fourth form of the verb means we add ing with the verb. जो first form होगा उसके साथ हम क्या add कर देंगे? ing. Perfect के साथ has और have, third form of the verb and object. And perfect continuous के साथ subject, has और have जो perfect में था as it is, we will write it here. क्या add करना आपने को? Being, fourth form of the verb, since or for, time and object. Now come to the next part, past tense. Simple past tense, what is the structure of it? Subject, second form of the verb, object. We will do it more clearly when I will explain it to you with example. ना with example जब हम समझेंगे आपको और अच्छे से clear हो जाएगा. Today we are just having a look on this tense chart. Past continuous, subject, was or verb, fourth form of the verb, object. Fourth form of the verb was what that? We have to use ing with verb. In future, in perfect, subject, had plus third form of the verb, object. Then in perfect continuous, we have to just write had, been, fourth form of the verb, since or for, time or object. Then come in future, shall or will is the common thing throughout the forms of the future. Then if we talk about simple future tense, क्या लगेगा? Subject, shall or will, verb की first form of the verb, object. Continuous, future continuous tense, subject, shall or will, be, fourth form of the verb and object. Perfect, if we talk about, we will use with shall or will क्या use करेंगे हम? Have, third form of the verb. And with future perfect continuous, what will we use? Shall or will, be, fourth form of the verb, since or for, time plus object. Now how will you memorize it? मैं आपको बहुत अच्छे से एक ट्रिक बता रही हूँ कैसे आप इसको याद करेंगे, right? Simple present tense because it is coming first, है ना? सबसे first नंबर पर आता है तो इसमें first form of the verb आता है. क्या condition है? If the subject is third person and if it is in singular, what will happen? We have to use with verb s or es. ठीक है? Past simple आएगा, second position है, यहाँ पे verb की second form, right? Simple future है, सारी जो भी future की जितने फॉर्म होते हैं ना उनमें क्या चीज कॉमन है? Shall will, shall will, shall will. Right, students? And one thing more you have to add here, first form of the verb, right? Clear, simple, जितने भी फॉर्म है किसके? प्रेजेंट के, पास्ट के, verb aa raha hai, and here shall will first form. Then in come in the continuous form, na continuous progress में जो है इनमें क्या common thing है? First of all we will find it. Fourth form of the verb इन तीनों में क्या है? Common है, right? अब इसमें क्या change हो जाएगा? In present we use is am are. You have to memorize this thing. Here was one and here common shall will. आपको क्या ऐड करना है? Be, right? Then come in next form, perfect. In perfect, has or have. What is the common thing in all three? Third form of the verb. तीनों में common है, right? क्या चीज आपको याद करना है? Here in present tense has or have, in past tense had, and here in future have. Clear? Then come in the last form. Here यहाँ से लेके ये इतना इन तीनों फॉर्म्स में क्या चीज आ रही है? कॉमन आ रही है, ठीक है? सी तीनों में कॉमन है, तीनों फॉर्म्स में ये क्या चीज? बीइंग फोर्थ फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब, सिंस और फॉर, टाइम एंड ऑब्जेक्ट. इन ऑल थ्री फॉर्म्स दिस थिंग इज कॉमन, राइट? आपको क्या याद करना है? केवल ये जो परफेक्ट था इसकी ये फॉर्म क्या आ जाएगी? नीचे आ जाएगी, ये नीचे आ जाएगी, राइट? ये इसका ये जो था पूरा क्या आ जाएगा? नीचे शिफ्ट हो जाए, राइट? एंड आई होप इसको आपको याद करने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी स्टूडेंट्स. अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. मेमोराइज इट, ओके? So students, if you memorize it, it will be very easy to do the exercise of tense, right? And it is very easy one. So students, today we are starting the first kind of present tense, which is the simple present tense. Students, before following this video, first you have to keep your register in front of you. जो आपको notes दिए हैं उसको सामने रख करके then follow this video. You will be understand it in better way, right? Simple present tense we are starting today. What do you mean by simple present tense? Okay, it expresses the present state of a person or any happening, right? What is the structure of it? Structure is subject, first form of the verb or fifth form of the verb plus object, right? The structure is this. If I write it in a sentence, basically मैं आपको एक sentence लिखती हूँ. I go to school daily, right? So here I is subject, go is first form of the verb, and to school is object, and daily is complement, right? If I write a sentence using fifth form of the verb, तो फिर इसका एक सेंटेंस अगर मैं एग्जाम्पल लिखूं, क्या एग्जाम्पल हो जाएगा? He comes late to the school. He is subject here. Comes is fifth form of the verb. Okay. Late to the school is object. Right? Here we have completed the structure of simple present tense. Now students, we use do or does with three types of sentences. One is interrogative sentence. If I write its structure, what is it? Do or does, subject plus verb की first and question. If I write it its example, इसका example कैसे लिखेंगे हम? Do you go to temple daily? Here do comes in front, then subject, and here it is what? Here it is first form of the verb go, right? And second sentence I'm talking here is negative sentences. Negative sentences का structure क्या हो जाएगा? Subject, do or does, not, verb की first form the verb. Like इसका example I do not like tea, right? I is subject here, do I used here for making it in negative sense, do not, like is the verb and tea is object, right? Now the next sentences I told you ना that do or does is used in three type of sentences. Three type के sentences में use में लेते हैं. एक तो हो जाएगा interrogative questions बनाने में, negative जिसमें नहीं आ रहा है, ठीक है. एक जो next जो third है जिसमें do or does use में लेते हैं वो है emphatic sentences. Emphatic sentences. So this sentence is, I think, for most of the students it is a new thing. Like if I write he does run. If I speak I do speak truth. जब हम sentences में ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, मुझे तो जाना है, मैं तो ट्रूथ बोलती हूँ, मैं तो सच बोलती हूँ, है ना, वो दौड़ता तो है. तो जो when we want to speak something forcefully, जब हम emphasize करते हुए कोई sentences बोलना चाहते हैं, we use do or does, right? He does run, emphatic sentences से वो दौड़ता तो है. I do speak truth, मैं सच तो बोलती हूँ. तो जो दो वर्ड है उसके लिए क्या यूज में लेते हैं? Do or does. Now students, we go further. We should know now that this structure, that how to write a sentence in present, simple present tense. We have to know the structure of it. So now further we proceed further. Usage of simple present tense. Okay. And where to use? कहाँ पर हम simple present tense को क्या करें? यूज में करें. First is to express permanent action. कोई एक ऐसा एक्शन जो परमानेंट बना हुआ, उसमें चेंजेस नहीं आए. जैसे कि मैं एक एग्जांपल दूँ, English in the school. So it is the permanent action that I teach. तो ये जो present state of verb बता रहा है, I teach English in the school, तो ये permanent action को show कर रहा है. Second usage is to express routine action. Students, if you are asked to write about your daily routine, you have to use always, you have to use simple present tense. Simple present tense में ही अपना क्या लिखना चाहिए, daily routine लिखना चाहिए. ठीक है? Like I go to temple daily. So it is the habit, है ना, ये एक routine action बना हुआ है ना. It happens daily that I go to temple daily. एक और एक example हम जैसे कि ले लेते हैं. I get at 5 AM. It is also a routine action. Okay? इसमें कोई changes नहीं आता, ये routine बना हुआ है. तो I get up at 5 o'clock at 5 AM. If I talk about the third one, the third usage, to express habitual action. If we talk about the habitual action, it is used with some words like frequency of adverb. It is called frequency of adverb, like seldom, usually, rarely, sometimes, usually, always. Okay, so these words are called the frequency of adverbs, है ना. So इसका अगर हम एक एग्जांपल देखें तो क्या हो सकता है? I never come late. Okay, never comes here, frequency of adverb. I never come late. So जो habitual action है वो भी किसमें यूज में लेंगे हम? Simple present tense. So students, today is enough. Okay, you have to practice it at your home. And one thing I am giving you for home assignment, you have to write your daily routine. Okay, using simple present tense. Don't just write that I get up at this time, then I bath at this time. Just don't mention the time there. Okay, in elaborate way you have to write. Okay, at least 60 to 70 words you have to write it and send it pic to me on my contact number. Thank you so much, students. Have a nice day.